you guys doing today? This is William Myers from Manus Outdoors, and today we're going to do a video about my bedroll. Some people call it a Hudson Bay pack. Don't go away. Alright guys, so this knot right here is called a jam knot. This is one of my favorite knots for bedrolls because to get it off, all you got to do is pull one way, and to cinch it, all you got to do is pull the other. And that's one of the knots that's not going to come off. But once we roll this bedroll up again, I'll show you guys how those go on. But let's get this unpacked. Alright, so you notice we got the bands off there, paracord, sorry. One of the first things in my pack, tucked at the first roll, is my axe. And that's so I can get to this axe without undoing the whole bedroll. It just slides in and out, and then the axe gets hung up on the paracord bindings. And this is the interior of my bedroll here. And the one thing that's missing from this is a cook pot, but I keep that in my haversack, which is over in a tree right now. Sometimes I do just carry this bedroll without the haversack, and I'll put a small cook set in here. This is a charger for one of my electronic cigarettes. What's missing from here is a 10,000 milliamp hour Anchor battery that was in here, but the camera died, so we had to hook that camera up to that. But that's the reason why it's in here. Yeah, I really don't rely on any electronics out in the field. My cell phone or anything like that. The only thing that I need electronics for is when I'm out filming. So other than that, my electronics. Alright, so I always keep a spare pair of socks in my bedroll. My feet start getting sweaty and cold, I'll switch out socks to dry, and that effect I always sleep in a nice warm dry pair of socks. This is the simple bannock mix in here with oatmeal and cinnamon and flour and flaxseed, ground flax seeds and all kinds of good things like that, but we'll go into that in another video. This got my wool blanket shawl here. I picked up from a buddy of mine, Jamie Burley. He just kind of threw it to me and said, you know, make what you want out of it. This thing doubles as, you know, some ground cover, or ground pad, things like that. Lay on it. Plus, you could throw it on yourself as a shawl, and have just the extra layer of protection. My minus 33 insulating area. As you can tell, it is snowing out here, but it's not really that cold out here. It's only like, I think it's like 38. Yeah, that's not too horrible. Enough to wear a couple, you know, some pants and maybe a layer, and then a layer of wool on top of that. And other than that, I'm fine. Got my shelter kit here, which is just the grabber heat sheet tarp. I got two of them because I sometimes lay one on the ground and then pitch the other one, or I will fly the other one in a tree for some rain protection in another area. So I like to always keep two of those, and then of course my wool blanket. So we're gonna get this shelter put up. We're just gonna kind of hang out for tonight and maybe do an impromptu overnighter. But stick with me, and we'll get this shelter up and be right back with you. All right, guys. Well, we're just kind of doing a day thing here today. Out here relaxing. Got some of the kids out today, and built just a basic lean-to shelter here with a reflective tarp, and got not exactly a long fire, kind of a half fire out here. It's enough to keep me warm right now. We're sitting on about 4 inches of leaf litter with a wool blanket on top of it, and kind of using my bull reel as a pillow right now because it's so hot in the shelter right now. But yeah, we're just out for a little day hike, day adventure in the woods, and figured we'd bring you guys along with you. 9 times out of 10 when I'm out in the woods with my family, I want to be with my family, so I don't record it. You know, I want to be busy spending time with my family and teaching them bushcraft skills and things like that. And you know, I don't want to be busy worrying about how my battery is dying and all that stuff. But we figured today we'd bring you guys along with us on our little adventure. We got a tripod out here boiling some water. Connor's scared to be in camera right now. Looks like he ran away. We're all getting ready to get some chaga tea. And no, we're not. No. Then we're going to roll up, and about nightfall we're going to hike out of here. Alright guys, so this is how I start my bedroll, or my Hudson Bay pack, whatever you want to call it. Then we're going to fold this over and then fold the other side over real quick. As you can see, my tarp, my extra layer is in here, my extra socks is in here, my wool shawl is in here. You know, and I don't want this to be too tight around this stuff, but I don't want it to be real loose either. I don't want it to be real huge around my back too. Sometimes I like to vary the length of these packs. If they're longer, they hug your back a little better, can add a little bit of comfort, especially if you have some more bulkier items in there. If they're real short and compact, they tend to seem a little unwieldy on your back and kind of swash around a little bit. But this one's going to be probably about that big. And that's no big deal. I like that today, especially because I'm trying out a new haversack that my buddy Jamie gave me. And if I have this thing too big, it gets in the way of the haversack. So we're going to roll this up, show you how to string it up, put it on your back. All right, this is that ridge line that we had attached to the trees for our basic lean-to. By the way, that shelter, even though it was exposed, I don't know if I want to sleep in it overnight, but just as something that I wanted to set up real quick to get the kids under and get them warmed up, that shelter was pretty nice. It was pretty warm underneath there. Like I said, though, I don't think it'd be great to sleep in it in the wintertime. But I'm ranting. Like I said, this is that ridge line that we had, and what I do is I just find the other end real quick. So that splits it in two. Find the double end, and then grab the other end. And basically we've split that into fours, just like that, and that's how you want to keep that. Oh, we lost one. That big deal, right?
No.
So, if you see, step forward so you're not in the smoke, buddy. He's like dying there in the smoke. So if you see, that's where it's looped over, and these are the two tag ends. And then all I want to do is just create just a simple, that wouldn't be a lark's head. Oh, I'm at a loss for words here. There's a simple knot in it. It's the overhand knot, yeah. And then that's going to be our shoulder straps. Come over here with me. And all I want to do is I'm going to lay those right there. I'm going to attach a carabiner to it. I do that just for ease of use. You could just tie it in a knot. Now just start rolling her up. Hear that? It's a ship in a marina.
You say it away?
I'll tell you later. Alright, so then we just roll it up. And that's the start of our pack. And then I'm going to put 2 jam knots around this, seal it up, and we're ready to rock. The reason why we're busting camp early is because the camera's getting ready to die, so we're either going to have to show you this now and then set it up in a little bit, or just go ahead and leave. So we've been out here for, I don't know, what, 8-9 hours, something like that. So the boys are ready to leave. They've done had their hot chocolate and bannock bread, and we're ready to roll. So let me get some cord, do these jam knots, be right back. So the way I have these set up right now is I have it set up so I can just swoop them over, or loop them over, sorry, and then pull them up. But I actually want to show you guys how to tie this knot, so I'll reset this knot. I want to start out with just a basic line of cordage. And then if Kyle can come in here and zoom in on this a little bit. You're just going to start with a basic overhand knot and the one end, and it's really good if you leave yourself, you know, like a good finger and a half length right there, because that's what you're going to be pulling on and tugging on. And then do another overhand, but leave it loose, just like that right there. Okay, and then we can pull our cordage under our bedroll here, and then through the bottom, just like this, I'm going to put that piece of cord, and see that knot that we did right there, that's what's going to catch that other knot. That's why it's called a jam knot. And then all you got to do is to put tension on it, just like that. And that's not going to go anywhere. It won't move. Alright, so what we're left with is this side sticking out over here, and this side with the carabiner on it right here. That's just one of my press-it loops right there. What I do is, I want this envelope right here to be on my side. So I want this to be against my back, right here. So I'll just shove that in right about there, and then grab my loops, throw them in my carabiner, and then give it one little jerk. Alright, so here's our pack here. The only other thing that is missing is my axe in it. And what I do is just that envelope that we created right there, I just shove that axe right in between those two slots there. And the good thing about that is the cordage that's right here will secure that axe head, and it won't be exposed. And then that's on my back, right, just like that. Now I can carry this several different ways. Alright, so I can carry this several different ways. Because this is paracord, it can be a tad uncomfortable, but I don't mind it too much. But you could do it cross draw like this. But the way I prefer it is to actually, let me get out of these Osage branches. But the way I prefer it is to split those cords in half and then just wear it like a backpack. Just like that, there you go. Alright, so even though it's paracord, it is doubled up so it's not digging into me too bad. You know, I mean, if I had my bore reel on, it wouldn't be digging into me at all. It feels pretty comfortable actually. And there you go. That's the bedroll pack, Hudson Bay pack, whatever you want to call it. Alright, this has been William Myers from Manus Outdoors. Thanks for coming along with me and my family on our little day outing. I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe. Liking the video really helps me out a lot. Commenting, I appreciate all your comments and appreciate all your support. Thank you, and we'll see you out in the woods.